Rifles exchange sure.
წესით უნდა გავეშოთ. წესით უნდა გავეშოთ, ნახოთ აბა. ნახოთ აბა ვნახოთ. თუ გავეშვით და ლაიქეთ უეჭველი, იმიტომ რომ ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი არის. და ეს არხიც გამოიწერეთ. წესით ვაუ, ეთერში ვართ, ხო არ გადავა, გააზიარეთ სასტავი. სტრიმი უეჭველი. აქ პრინციპში უკვე რაღაცები მოხდა. 2-1 არის.
Opening utility into play, no real pressure towards mid. No long smoke, no molly. Be holding on to their nades, but they will get MPO up in towards that boiler room as the standard flurry of util towards banana goes down.
ისევ სტრაიკი არ დამედება.
But strong in mid is Shush on the boost.
კარგად ვარ. როზევიც კარგად არიან.
Smoke for Stound here to keep the apartments locked out. Don't want to allow them to waterfall out here. Nobody over towards the pit right now.
Molotovs and flashes and still no contact.
აბა ჩატში დაპლიუსდით ვინ ხართ?
Gallops over to long side.
დაინტერესოა რამდენი კაცი ვიქნებით ამ სტრიმზე.
We reached that 60-second mark.
Lots of talking from Simple here again.
Strike მადევს ამ არხზე. 1, რომელიც რამოდენიმე საათში გამდის.
They've got a very potent crossfire to break aggression.
კარგია Simple, თუმცა აქ ზემოთ თუ იქნება. Siu თუ დაინახავ, არა როტეიტი არის, რა თქმა უნდა. 4-4-ზე არიან. SSC არის გაყირავებული. არა, ჯაბი მოკლა პერფექტო. კიდე იქნება 1. Siu სტეტას პიცავა. ძალიან ცუდი არის.
This one unlikely.
Wild Lotus-ი არის შეპარული აპარჩი, კარგი ხარბით.
One in the name, that's for sure, but there's 3 left in this game.
აუცილებლად გჭირდება ჰეროიკის გამოშტერება.
No slouch in 12 seconds.
ბიტ საოცრება. დაიპლენტა. 2-1-ზე Simple, it's simple, მაძახებინე, მიდი. Blue Gem-ი კალაშა.
We know.
$80,000 მეტი არა.
They feel mere mortals.
არა! ჯაბი ჯუბი აპობს სამწუხაროდ მეგობრებო. დაალაიქეთ სტრიმი და არხი გამოიწერეთ უეჭველი, ეს არხი არ გექნებათ გამოწერილი. დღეს ჩემ თავარ არხზეც მექნება სტრიმი აუცილებლად. 11 ლაიქია, მე 12 მე დავალაიქე. 20 ადამიანი უყურებს უკვე. ამ სტრიმზე არა, ამის შემდეგ კი.
That one's going to feel good, but the bomb did go down, so conversations for another Navi.
იქნება უეჭველიო.
Flash come forward, Simple playing anti-flash does trade out the leader, but Bit does a great job to ward them away and allow them to get this.
ჯაბი ჯუბი ნახე
Look
რა.
at the economy game. At least this is something for Navi to have a
მაგარი კაცი
conversation.
არის ეს, მიყვარს.
Again, do we want to continue the forces or do we want to take something a little bit more conservative here?
როგორც კაცი ისე არა, პროსტა
You can
მიყვარს.
already see a stark contrast between today's Inferno and yesterday's.
საყვარელი ტიპია.
Navi and Outsiders were more than happy to give each other the entire map control more often than not, right? It'd be lighter looking for that.
G2 თუ დამიწერ უფრო მასი ამოვნებ.
Taking fights down mid like this.
კინაღამ გამოუსვა. ვერ გაარხა.
Because they know heroic would seize all of
როგორ ხართ აბა?
Well, you think about this as well. You see the way that G2 took down Navi on Inferno the other day.
Best of 3 არის, მოგებული გადის ფინალში.
They want to make sure that you can't just get executed on with number
G2 რა და. მეგონი რომ G2-ს
you can take away a couple of picks off
თუ ამას გაცდნენ.
Make them force out a bit more utility. The end of the
იამკნობენ, ისეთი მაპებია დაპიკული რომ რაღაცნაირად.
Yeah, they do like to play it a little bit.
ჯერა რომ
But definitely not as slow as outsiders.
ეს იქნება რა ქვია, მოიგებენ რა. ნავი მოიგებს მჯერა. თუმცა ძალიან დიდი პრობლემები აქვს ახალი NPL-ი დაიმატეს, რამოდენიმე თამაში აქვს ნათამაშები ერთად და ძალიან ბევრი პრობლემები აქვს. თუმცა წინა თამაში ისე კარგად ითამაშეს რა, რომ ძალიან მომეწონა რა.
Already seen a round where maybe they didn't have an AK but they had a deagle on the big man and they could pull it off. Let's
Smokey.
They can apply here. Porch side smoke, Cadian's AWP. He can get run down here. Defensive utility used and he's hunkering down for a fight.
ეთქინებოდა.
Into MPL. Or does connect.
NPL-ი რომ მოგდა, კარგია ელექტრონიკი. კარგი ხარ სიმპ, კალაშა აქვს. Simplas. Უკვე და ის ავეპეც აქვს ბიტს. ო, შუ, პერფექტო, ტესესი. პერფექტო ერთ-ერთზე. კარგი ხელი არის ძალიან, პისტო რაუნდია ფაქტიურად. აბა პერფექტო მიდის. პერფექტო მითამაშა გუშინ ძალიან მაგრად. აბა სარელოდებიან არა. შესანიშნავია ემერალდი გათნაიფი. რა თქმა უნდა ნავისკენ. რა თქმა უნდა, რა თუნდა კითხვა. სხვათა შორის ჰეროიქს აქვს ახალი ლოგო. შემდეგ მეჟორზე ახალი ლოგო ექნებათ. ძველი ლოგოები დაიბუსტა ავტომატურად სტიკერები. აი ამან მოიგო რა. ტესუსამ მოიგო, ტესუსამ. ტესესი კი ქვია, მაგრამ არაფერი არ არის, არ მოეშვათ მეგობრებო, არ მოეშვათ. შეუტიეთ. დაალაიქეთ მეგობრებო, 25 ლაიქზე ავიდეთ. 22 ლაიქი 25 ადამიანი უყურებს. ვისაც არ დაგილაიქებიათ, აუცილებლად დაალაიქეთ. შეგახსენებთ, რომ ამ თამაშის მერე გაიშვება ჩემ არხზე სტრიმი, სადაც გეიბენს სახეს ავაძრობთ.
Yeah, there's a reason a lot of CIS players still have flip side stickers.
დავაი ჰეროიკი ანუ ვისაც ბაჭკობს უაგებთ. არა, მომენტე. ნავის უგურ შემატკივრა.
But Heroic don't have a huge amount of cash with a 4-1 lead.
Forward smoke. Maybe see a move behind that.
This is the 3/4 smoke, right? It's not half wall. It's not deep banana. It's really going to slow Na'Vi down here, and they shouldn't be braving it a whole lot. Perfecto does. That's a big chunk of damage to him. Down to half. Yabi aggressive again. Set up his aim along. Banana control, and well, they have it.
Salami. Flopiსაც გაუმარჯოს, როგორ ხარ?
It seems like these mid rounds he's keeping tabs on the boys.
Yesterday against Outsiders, he realized the amount of space they had. He was
აი ნავი იგებსო. Okay, ეგრე ჯობია.
This is a bit more standard Na'Vi with Perfecto
Აბარა,
taking the damage, the brunt of the space.
პირდაპირ იმას უნდა უგულ შემატკირო, ვიც.
If that changes throughout this match is ready to pop through this mid smoke. Electronic anti-flash MP.
არხი გამოიწერეთ უეჭველი, ვისაც არ გაქვთ გამოწერილი.
Can they weather this
storm? Oh, კედიანი. არა, რასტაკი დგა იმენა სიტიში. სიგიჟე არის.
A dream scenario for your CT setup, Na'Vi.
Oh, მართლა მაგარი სეტაპი დგა.
Sent right back down middle. You can see Perfecto considering.
გიო, ვისკენ ხარ მე გიპასუხებენ ნავისკენ თქო. მასტი რაღაცები აღარ მკითხო. ვისკენ ვარ ნავი ჰეროიკის თამაში მე მგონი უნდა იცოდე ძმა. სატანას გაუმარჯოს. სატანა ეხა შემოყარე შენი ხალხი. იმენა, სულები შემოიყვანე. მკვდარი სულები. მკვდარი სულები არ მინდა. ძმა, დათო, წავიკითხე. დათო, ნავისკენ.
Completely removed from the play is Perfecto, but simple. He'll be safe.
აბა ვნახოთ რა იქნება. არა, რა თქმა უნდა სეივი არის. მოხდა?
Alright, another be 5-1 right now for the Danes.
ცოცხლები შემოიყვანენ, ცოცხლები. გააზიარეთ უეჭველი. 25 ლაიქზე ავიდეთ, მეგობრებო. 25 ლაიქზე.
Oh wow, yeah, I thought it might be. I've heard Simple's family.
Spodek
supporting him.
Now he's.
I think that's magical. This man's been all around the world. Now we see his team chanting or being chanted on the semi-final stage.
უკვე 4-1. ყველაზე საყურადღებო არის ის, რომ
let's see if they can give them something to cheer about.
Yeah, it's still very early stage.
Inferno მოამზადეთ მაგრადო რა. და ჩვენო Inferno-ს დავპიკავთო და მოვიგებთო რა.
It's around simple. It's around electronic.
ცოტა გისარი რა. Inferno-ს იმენა ვერ თამაშობს ნავი. მაგრამ ალბათ NPL-თან ერთად უფრო კარგად მოამზადეს Inferno. ამას გულისხმობ რა. იმიტომ რომ ძალიან რთული არის ახალ მოთამაშესთან ერთად. ცხოვრება ნავისკენა და რატო
experience to a relatively inexperienced heroic roster who are building that.
ო რავი, ამ პირველად გავიგე ნავი.
Here, but we're back underway, and as expected, around these AK-47s, just a couple of pistol upgrades, a little bit of utility as well. But where are they going to find the dent? Something Heroic are great at is these proactive openings to rounds, and if you want to play ahead of the gamble,
now we go იცით?
Go through a smoke, go through.
Astralis-ის ერარო იყო რა, სამჯერ ZZ რომ მოიგო. აი მაგ დროს ბალეშჩიკოვდი ნავის. განა ნავი მაშინ გავიგე რომ ზეცაში რო იყო და მეჟორი რომ მოიგეს და რაღაც.
Been able to stack 4 players here.
ამ აქ როგორ უნდა შეიტანო?
Not going to be easy to break.
ნახე რა ბუსტი არის ბიჭო ვიდი რამ ბუსტი გაიქეცი წავიდა ტურნირია კატოვიცი არის $1,000,000 თავისი სიძლიერით უახლოვდება მეჟორს
done. Two smokes, the flash is in. Shush. Messy spray, only the one. And Testa's the next to take contact and they will activate one by one.
Mara not bad. Not
everyone swinging at once. I'll take my fight. Next, we keep their going 180, 180, 180. Running out of mouse mat.
Yeah, happy to sell each other down the river there for the round, right? And that is the key to heroic.
Face it, the
way of the team to get the victories here. No one is bigger than the squad, and we've seen them grow into their own over the last couple of years. Always upgrades in heroic. The players come in, they find themselves a nice little gem, and this is fantastic. You can see Stown just until he's guaranteed the frags. Yabi as well, the last piece of that puzzle. And here it is again from Navi, another buy where we haven't seen them in a round where they have AKs on everybody, let alone an AWP for simple.
This is a bit more risky than normal from both sides. Electronic forward position, disrespecting the initial posturing. Cadian only just getting set up. Perhaps he's not so wise to their tricks.
He's called Tessa's back here, rotation on its way.
Smoke heavy green there,
supported.
Now we mess მეხუთე კაცი რა. ვა, ბუმი ჩაიყო ის რა ქვია. ლიდერი იყო და ერთხელ ის რა ქვია, მეჟორი მოვაგებინა და მეორედ ფინალში გაიყვანა. მაგის დაკარგვა მარტივი არ იყო. თავარი ტიპი იყო, ეგ კარნახობდა გუნდს როგორ უნდა ეთამაშა. მაგის ტაქტიკებით თამაშობდნენ ვაფშე. So, Kedian gaedo.
And wanting more, the blood lust from electronic passing each other like chips in the night. I have no idea. He's behind enemy lines.
Oh, კარგი ხარ ბიტუნია.
Found in the smoke and the
კარგი ბიჭი electronic. Woo!
All eyes on electronic for that one again. This man with the impact frags.
All eyes on me.
Especially on the T side, right? And this guy was a star player for the longest time.
30 ვარ თუკა 30 ლაიქი მოხდა თუ უეჭველი.
Always been the thick of the things with the rifle. Now he gets to call the shots on his own terms and makes the decision. No one's going to question if the in-game leader pushed through.
Kliana დასხმული ოკეანი არის თუ არა არ ვიცი. ეხა არ თამაშობს
მაგ. And that play across in towards the cubby was huge. Kadian had no idea.
შესანიშნავი ხელი იყო. ბიჭო, არავინ არ მომკვდარა.
And that space was taken.
მიმდინარეობს ძებნითი ღონისძიებები.
Another one of those if they want to break the Danes here. Finances in a pretty good spot for another purchase.
Think you get what you wanted, Chad.
აუ როგორ ინთება იმენა დარბაზში შეხედე.
Well, let's see how that goes for them. Getting it done with less.
Oh, NPL-ი მოიყვანეს SDY-ის მაგივრად.
And this is Tessa. Sure, it doesn't have the traces, but Bit will still find him. Yabi does grab one towards the back of the side, but traded out immediately.
ზატო ბუმიჩამ ბოზი მეიყვანა ცოლად თუ როგორ ცა. Jay, salam bro.
Has taken his. Another three-man B lane from heroic here.
So ეხა ნავის აკაჭოს. ზართული არის ეს მაპი ტერორებიდან. ამათთან მithumedes.
This time, no aggression up banana, more than happy.
Teli strategiebი მიდის იმენა, იცვლება teli ინფორმაციები.
Still with that three-quarter smoke, halfway down banana towards the logs. Now they're coming with the second wave. They want this.
ლუნარის ინვენტარი რომ გადაიღე მაგარი აკაუნტი ქონდაო. გაკიდა ყველაფერი თითქმის. ვაფშე წავიდა CSGO-დან. ლუნარმა წააგო $1,000,000 ინვესტიციებში. ვერ იყო კარგად. ისეთ არასწორ გადაწყვეტილებებს იღებდა. თათმანები იყიდა ყველა თათმანი იყიდა, თეთრები რო არის. არამედ кейსი იყო რეგულარ დროპში და ყოველდღე იდროპებოდა. ისეთი რაღაცა უნდა იყიდო, რომელიც აღარ იდროპება. და ტიპმა თათმანები იყიდა.
And simple now vulnerable to that one bullet to the head. The advantage of the AK null for them. Tessus though, what an advantage! Profits from the flash.
10-ზე ჩემარხზე უსტრიმავ. საკარგი არის იქ ტესესი რასაკეთებს და სიმპლი.
Simple claws it back.
3-4-ზე. დართული არის ხომ გითხარით. ოპა, კედიანი ბანანა. მაგრამ უკვე მე მგონი ჩახტობის ხმა გაიგო?
Out of this position, his pre-aims, pre-fires, he knows what he's up to, and Shush has revealed mini pit presence with that flash. 20 seconds. It has to be now. Shushan's down.
არა ბიჭო info ხო გაქვს პერფექტო კარგი ბიჭი ჯაბის დე დავატირე რა
Already in the bank.
ჯაბი ჯუბიმ დაბრიდა ჯაბი ჯუბიმ დაბრიდა
But you look at some of these rounds where Heroic are putting this together, you just have to look back at their group stage results. They're first in the event. First in the event in utility and flash assists, and we're seeing all of those come into play. The chunk down at the peaks, the
იმას ველოდები რა ქვია ქვირითობას რა
So everything working as it should for Heroic right now. And this is a fantastic
first half to this point.
It would be great. Get themselves an 8-2 lead. Secure the half in the early stages of this one.
ბიჭო არ გაუგდიათ რა ვერ ჩაჯდა გუნდში ისე როგორც სიმპლს უნდა და
Banana setup's being tested early. A different mixture.
არა და კაი ტიპი იყო მევასება
Just simple, his ears are ringing, his legs are shaking at 2 HP.
რა ბიჭო
After that barrage of utility.
Simply 2 HP-ია ბიჭო.
But wait, there's more. Electronic on the logs gets one straight to the spine and puts him at 50.
There's more of that utility damage right there. Really just being kept at bay here. When the pressure is applied, Heroic dump everything.
აუ რართული არის ბიჭო CSGO-ს თამაში რართული არის სტრატეგიები. რა უნდა გააკეთო იმენა სიტიდან რომ სხედან იმენა და თამაში რო ოპა დაინახა მაგრამ ვერ გაარტყა. მაგრამ ჯაბი ჯუბი იცვლება.
Saw the bomb there top banana, but there's still plenty of time for Navi to pivot back. They're applying pressure here. They've been smoked off for now.
SPY მაგრა ყომარობა. არ არის თავარი ყომარობა. თავარი არის შენი თამაშის სტილი, მოერგება თუ არა გუნდის სტრატეგიებს. დები ელექტრონიქსი თამაშობს. აი ისე მაგრა თუ რავი. ვაიმე. ეხა ამაზე არ საუბრობ, მაგრამ ზოგადად ვიძახ.
Shush adjusts himself in his chair, he doesn't finish the frag. NPL lives on. That's the bomb.
Time's an issue.
3-4-ზე.
He's not across. NPL. Oh, save.
აუ კლავენ, აუს.
And they haven't got time. Too many bodies. Not enough time. Simple just looking to hold on to the AK.
Very lucky to even get away with that right there. Simple so low. And big issues now. Heroic will secure that 8 round, but this is looking great from Heroic. Everything they're doing, right? They're just
ანუ მაგრა ყომარობდა რა, არაფერს არ აფუჭებდა რა.
And this is where you traditionally go, hey, we need a bit of a pocket strat, a call that we know we can believe in.
მაგტიპს რა თუნდა KATOWICE სტიკერია მე მომწეს. დავაი. მოგცეს, დაალაიქეთ სტრიმი უეჭველი მეგობრებო, დაალაიქეთ. 50 ლაიქზე ავიდეთ და არხიც გამოიწერეთ, ვისაც არ გაქვთ გამოწერილი. აუ, აქ რა გაურთხავს დაინახეთ. Smoke-ში. აქ ახლა low იყო ძალიან.
Yeah, precisely. You have to take down and you have to topple an opponent like this. It's the playoffs where they have their toughest time. I think of those series 7 of them is where they've lost to Navi in playoffs. And we've heard big talk from KDM before. Sure, we have to go back in that way back time machine, maybe a year and a half ago, saying, yeah, we think we're one of the teams who can take down.
Win არის SNPL კაცი ვერ მოკლავ. კარგი ტიპი არის ძალიან. ორი რაუნდი აქვს მოგებული ტერორებიდან ჯერ ნავის. ხო და ჯერ ნურაფეს ნუ მოითხოვ.
A lot more pressure in this matchup yesterday.
ეს მაპი არის ნავის პიკი.
Knowing the stars said they were comfortable, Blade said
they were ვინც იწყებს ტერორებიდან პირველ მაპს, ესე იგი მისი პიკი არის.
Boosts required. Commanded KDM to once again look for an advantage over the smoke. Molotov's changed.
ვიღაცა სამოეწათ.
They know now there's going to be a bit more A pressure. They know that Bit and MPL
ბანანაზე რა ახლოს არის.
Of a forward stance, and look at them braving straight through the smoke. They have been able to get mid control with that molly smoke combo alone. Very powerful. Held at bay.
Perfect timing. Truly perfect. Because Tessus has confirmation now. There are bodies behind that.
Tessus აქვს info უკვე.
A lot riding on this opening.
ბანანაზე არის ორი კაცი, ხო? ცდილობენ რომ შეეტენონ.
Hinges on.
მოდი მიფუშეთ რა.
One wrong move.
ბიზე შეფუშეთ. ეიზე შეფუშეთ რა. აბა რა, ბომბა წამოიღე, simple.
As the last 2 smokes from Navi sail through the sky. Somewhat of a signifier. There has to be a commitment or at least some control out of the back of this. But no, turn and tail with the bomb on his back as they hold. And so do Heroic. really hinges on Stown's jump as well. He cannot afford to go down early. He needs info and he needs it safely.
აუ ეს ორი კაცი ისო არა ერთი კაცი არის ბიზე ტაქტიკა გამოვიდა NPL-ი აგერ ძმაო ვისაც გინდოდათ რომ ქის ვერ აკეთებდო გალილით ჩაახუტა
20 seconds though. Let's not let the clock be Navi's greatest enemy. Down, looking for the first, gets the bomb on the ground. Now survival integral with 15-14. It's going down.
ხო რა ეს ხელი გინდათ კარგი ბიჭი
to provide possibility to deny.
კარგი ბიჭი
It's NPL again that saves them.
NPL-ი გიჟუნია
Gets the bomb down or at least
3-2-ზე შიუდა ტესესი კი მეორე ახსა იქნება აუცილებლად
safe pair of hands on that pole position.
შესანიშნავი.
NPL and Perfecto.
კარგები იყავთ პერფექტო NPL-ი კარგი ბიჭი ხარ NPL
NPL right there the decision making. You can see he almost committed himself to a spam battle through the smoke. But he caught himself. He understands what level of counter strike.
საერთოდ არ უჭირავს $15,000-იანი
is so much more valuable than going for this kill right here. Tucked himself in, played the number game because if your name is still on that scoreboard.
NPL-ის და პერფექტოს სურათები როგორ ჩაიწვა იმაში.
An opportunity for the retake. So
Bring back. დაიწერა დავაიწყე. დავაწყდა რა
Big impact felt
აუ
here.
რა მაგარი თასია
Forced the timeout immediately out of heroic and this is the shot here that
პირობას დებრო კატოვიციში როდესაც ჩატარდება მეჟორი აუცილებლად წავალ აუცილებლად წავალ კატოვიცის მეჟორზე
So massive stuff in a stone face. But causing questions now for heroic and a big part of
ეს მეჟორი არ არის, ეს არის კატოვიცის ჩემპიონატი. $1 მილიონიანი საპრიზო, რომელიც თავისი ნიშნულობით და თავისი ძალით მეჟორთან არის ყველაზე ახლოს.
We're going to take something a little bit lighter here and guarantee a full purchase into the next. But where the loss bonus is at?
Kio, Holy M4-ის ტრეიდ-აფებიდან ამოდის. Holy აღარაფრიდან აღარ ამოდის. იმიტომ რომ არის კონტრაბანდული იარაღი და მისი დიზაინი მოიპარა თავის დროზე დიზაინერმა.
How these guys have been trading, that might be more than enough here. Util light on, which means that
they're not
going to be as potent, right? They're not going to be able to throw everything at Navi's face, so they have to have a different configuration. I think Navi know that.
Opa, შეიპარა.
Look at that.
დაიჭირეს, ბიჭო.
In the smoke, electronic trying to get out. Hides in plain sight and will live to tell the tale at least for now.
რა, გრენეიდი amas რატო არ დაუგდეს? დაუჯერო ხმა ვერ გაიგეს?
But the dominance of heroic does.
მაიტა აბა კალაშა. არა.
Because it stands right now if you get in the opening.
ავეპეს ვისებს, აბა რა. გაცვალეს იარაღები.
This opening kill, it's going to have a big conversation as how this
round
round unfolds.
იმენა სტრატეგია მოხდა, შეხედეთ, ბიჭო. ამას რომელიმე აკეთებთ ხოლმე თქვენ რო face-ით თამაშობთ? იმენა ვინმე აკეთებთ ხოლმე ესეთ რამეს? თუ იმენა შეეტენე, გამოტენე.
Needs more, needs bullets as here comes Perfecto. Navi committing early. It's a beautiful move.
სად შეძრა NPL გიჟი?
A great opening. Yabi cowering.
შეგენაცვალე.
On the new box. Tessus though with some
ვაიმე, ტესესის დედასპიცაა.
Finds two in the pool and completely throws Navi through a loop. Cadian maybe not ready for this. Perfecto's disappeared. They know he was backside, but they can't find him. They can't find him.
ძალოები იყო ბიტი კარგი ხარ. დამავიწყდა რო აქ იყავი საერთოდ.
How's that one, Tessus? How does that feel?
28 წამი.
Still needs that bomb plant. Cadian, it's not the weapon he wanted. It's not the result either. Two out of Perfecto as they piece this one back together.
Steven Seagal შედის ჩერჩში.
Bit of a ballsy fake there. Perfecto is now it's a duel.
Time's a problem.
It has to cover him, but he hasn't got the HP. They just either take the fight together or you plant. Make a decision. Make a decision. Perfecto.
Make a decision. Make a decision.
Ended on the triple.
კარგი ხილი, კარგი ხელი.
But damn, all the way down to the one-on-one.
We're getting some spicy counter strike here. You're seeing the brawl.
შუბლზე არა, სხვაგან არის გაუფლილი.
Fight to the absolute death there, and Perfecto at the back of the site. He was on an island. Bit was lurking over towards
აღარ
him. He
მოხს,
got
Holy
nothing but this
გავყიდა.
was inspired up and over against that scout.
სხვათა შორის
Not
კაი
expected
ფასში
at all, and
გავყიდა.
you're bang on there. This conversation right now must have been chaos. Do we plant? Do we fight? Well, the fight, that was the answer, and Stown had a real opportunity to clutch that one out.
შესანიშნავი არის. დაალაიქეთ მეგობრებო, სტრიმი და არხი გამოიწერეთ უეჭველი.
It's both of us. We have to fight. Stown does go down and Navi
აუ რა ბლუჯემია და ეს ჩემი კალაშა. ნახე ამას როგორ უხდება? ეს კალაშა. ვაისებს როგორ უხდება?
Understanding the economy well. Look at all the
ეკო აქვს იმათ?
creeping in. Util not needed.
Wow,
Maybe able to take
wow,
all
wow.
of this map
Tatmuli,
control here.
busy
It's
are you?
gamble stack, which they are confirming.
Oh, იმ ერთიანი ვინ არის?
They will just be able to pick that bomb up on the back.
Where მოკალეს ძმა?
Bring it on over him. In fact, they will have to take the safe route here if he he needs to be careful.
აბა 4 kili გვინდა.
He's on his own.
And they're screaming. Bomb, bomb.
4 kili! Perfecto! Easy.
Himself alone
Easy.
with the bomb. 4 charging down banana in a single USP can find him.
Easy kill იყო რა, ეხა ეგ 4.
Big Exist is called for a second timeout here. Can't have the team after what was an 8-2 lead. Going to 8-7 with Navy bringing it back. And in the fashion of some of these rounds here, they've had number advantages in a few of these.
ბრონებიც კი აქვს.
And Perfecto there, yeah, sure.
Minus 4 შესანიშნავი easy ხელი იყო, ვაფშე არ ჩაუთავთ მოდი 4 kili.
As many kills grabs.
აუ ივან იმ simple-მა გაუბუჭა ace.
You know how tilt rounds go for Na'Vi here, but the cool head of Exist now needs to prevail.
გატილდა. არა. დაგეგმილი იყო ეგ minus 4.
Some M4s for SMGs to get
ჰეროიკის მხრიდან იყო ეს დაგეგმილი რაუნდი. ნუ თლად ესეთ დაგეგმილი არ იყო ხა, ეგ უნდა მოეკლათ რა. მაგრამ ასეთი მარტივიც არ არის.
But 8-7 in the favor of Heroic.
USP-ი ბრონიანი ტიპის მოყლა, მithumetes. მაინც 4-1-ზე. პისტოლეტი რო ქონოდა წესიერი, ერთი ცალი მაინც.
Still that opening stat is in play.
კატოკივით გადავლა იყო.
How does NPL get that one? No trade. He's too blind. Testus as well. Will at least find a response.
კარგი ბიჭი.
They're going. Simply called it.
Cadian's got 10 HP. He's a dead man walking.
Daprinos! 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 Daprinos!
He takes 3.
They're going to fight. Simple will oblige right here. Blade saying maybe they won't be scared of the name this time round, but maybe
ერთყვიაში არ კლავს თავში.
And it's MPL. I think he's had 3 opening frags here.
ბრონიანი არ, ბრონიანს როგორ კლავს ერთყვიაში.
Very good stuff for this young gun. He's not meant to be
ბრონი რო აქვს ნაყიდი როგორ კლავს ერთყვიაში. შენ კლავ ხოლმე?
Maybe the only rifle.
Simply ხურდება. ოი სანძის ნახე შეხედე.
Bit of a unorthodox save position here. Should be safe. Halfway gone. I'm not sure.
მე იმენა ენერგია აღარ მეყოფა დღეს მეორე სტრიმისთვის.
So they're going to go knock on the door of A and see if he's home. The lights are out for this one. So 6 now confirmed for Na'Vi, and you can see they're starting to feel themselves here. They are playing stage Counter-Strike right now. Some of the risks, some of the fights, the aggression that's being carried through.
What is Ghost?
Like yesterday. But this was Banana, MPL, the young gun, the rookie makes the space. Well, Simple's going to make good on that and just destroyed. He's not ready for that fight whatsoever. We said electronic
Sastavi, Navy,
Heroic.
გვაქვს სტრიმი მეორე არხზე. ლინკს დავტოვებ. ოღონდ არავის არ უთხრათ და მარტო თქვენ შემოდით.
It's been quite the silence. 4 rounds without a voice.
მაგარი სლოგანი მაქვს მე.
Final round of their defensive half, looking to end with a bang. Scout fired off and heard, and where is Electronics Health going? Okay.
Instagram-ზე.
Okay, Cadian takes Simple as well. Burnt down, maybe...
დააგულეთ ვინც ხართ Instagram-ზე. გაჩეკეთ და
We'll investigate.
In the boiler room, thought he could get away from the flames right there. So 2 kills in the opening, and if this continues to go the way of the game, this should be Heroics round. They've done enough with 2 openings, I'm sure, to be able to convert this one. MPL, Perfecto, and Bit. Their own devices here. He rotates away. It could be a freebie. It's Shush in the balcony position. If he feels any pressure, Yabi might sweep across here. But it's a passive stance right now from Heroics.
კარგად თქვენ როგორ ხართ? უბრალოდ J-Mary. Instagram-იდან შემოხვედი? Story
Logic would dictate likely a 2-3 split. That's exactly the case here. Their biggest problem is clearing out top Banana. And if they were hoping to hold on to the tilt to execute in towards the side,
9-6 გახდება, ხო? დიდი ალბათობით.
There might be other problems here.
რა გინდა ძმაო? ის ეკო გამართლებული იყო.
It's a fake smoke.
And Perfecto meets his demise. Cadian unable to build upon it, chips away at MPL, but the advantage still maintained. With 25 and only 2 alive, it's up to Bit and NPL. Side by side. Everything to play for, no reason not to. Still though, 2 clicks required. Flash forces him down, info flows, and there's Tessus. Good for the first.
Wow, მაინც კარგი იყო, მაგრამ ვერა.
This semi-finals only just begun.
არა, გამოწერილი მყავხარ და ეხლა ვნახევ. ძალიან კარგი. ძალიან კარგი, ძალიან კარგი. საკაიფო თამაში არის. ბიჭო, show better რამე თქვენ კიდე. თევზებს ვეუბნებით. აბა. პაპაპაპა. ასე გავადიდოთ. რაღაცეებს გავჩავთ, არა შეიძლება სტრაიკი მოგვივიდეთ. გიო თევზები რა შვებიან. გაჩვენენ ძმაო. აი, აქ არიან მიყუჩებულები რა. შეხედეთ. ხედავთ. აქ არიან მიყუჩებულები რა. არა ცუდად ჩანს მაინც. კამერა მინდა ახალი. მოიცა? ოქროს თევზი ყავს ძმა? ოქროს თევზი მყავდა და გაუშვი. ვინატრე რომ 100,000 გამომწერზე ავსული ყავდა. და მე მგონი გადავაგდო. აი გაბენი იყო. მე მგონი მაგიტო არ ქვირითობენ ძმაო. ხო? ტაიმაუტი თუ რა ხდება? კი, ტაიმაუტი კი არა და შეიცვალა საიტები. ერთ წუთში განახლებო. მანამდე თევზებს ხედავთ რა. რაც მიხარია ყველაზე ძალიან რა, არის ის რომ სცენარები არის ჯერჯერობით კარგად რა. აუ მოიცადე. ტრეისი არა, პოტასიუმი, ფოსფორი ჩავასხათ. ეს არის ფოსფორი რა. ფოსფორუსი. ამას შედის წავიკითხოთ რეები შედის. ქიმიას სწავლობთ ვინმე? P2O5 არის აქ 0.34% და კალიუმ 2O 25%, 0.2%. სხვა რა წერია ისეთი? ფოსფატების გაქცევა არ არის კარგი. არ უნდა გაიქცეს. ცოტათი ჩავასხავ ხოლმე რა. წავიდა, დავიწყეთ.
The semi-finals all to play for. Legacy.
არა, ჯერ არ დაწყება.
I was enjoying that.
Yeah, it was kind of banging. We need a bit more metal in Counter-Strike, I think.
Closest I'll come to being a front man.
აბა ვნახოთ City-დან რა ისე და 9-6 ძალიან კაი ანგარიში არის. ტერორებიდან.
Perfecto just on the jiggle. Not an easy shot to hit, but more common than not.
I don't really envy Perfecto here at all. He's defending the B bomb site with no utility and no armor. He is literally just a ward here that's been placed in the river.
კალიუმი არის K პროსტა. ფოსფორი არის P, მაგრამ ნაერთები არის მან მთავარი რა, P2O5 ზუსტ სხვა რაღაცა არის.
More than one player. Well, they're executing in, and I think there'll be follow through.
Yeah, now there is follow through straight to the skull of Perfecto.
Perfecto
Yabi's got a whole lot of trouble his way, and the B250 sings for the first.
Oh, the bomb's down!
That's the bomb!
They can smoke it off. They've got U2. They can lock them to top banana.
That's electronic. The jig is up. 30 seconds now, the state of play has changed.
ეს რა სტრატეგია არის ვაფშე? ამათ აქ რა უნდა? ისევ ტიში არიან.
Resides in that chicken pit. Assassin's down, retrieval mission. It's not a fight they want to take. Over's down, obliges, and NPL again with the impact. He's continuing on these pistols too from him.
He's pinned.
Tessus gets that bomb. Distraction sufficient from Cadian. Now he can continue to go around the world or contain as that comes electronic. A good one from the leader. It's NPL though.
Why NPL? Midi daklache da danas gatukeb. Midi.
Here, he's got the kit. He's got armor and everything he needs in this one-on-one. We saw him clutch yesterday. Can he do it again today?
It would be his first.
HP რამდენი? 73.
V1 for Tessus and now NPL locking horns. Process of elimination. It's hard. CT, one click is all it takes. Tessus.
Look, shit.
With the back turn. Of the bomb through heroic into a tail.
That was a crazy round, and that's heroic right there. That decision making from Cadian, as soon as it was identified, they were all coming through banana here. I think even before, he was already making his way around the world. You can see him there as the camera panned. He was already flanking top mid. That was such quick decision making. The fact that they take that risk is insane, and yet Tessa's playing with his food right there, but we'll keep it at 100% as far as those openers to round conversions go. We will be seeing an eco from Navi here, but I want to equip you with a couple of little stats here. Heroic on the T side in this event so far, they played Inferno three times, right? Of those 31 T side rounds in Inferno, they've won 25 of them.
Jeez.
They've managed 18 openers in those 31 rounds of play. So they really have found a proficiency here on Inferno.
I will remind you, this is Navi's pick. You'll have to watch as the 11th round does translate.
Well, the rabbit hole goes deeper here, Alex. They won 9 out of 13 rounds where they lost the opener on the T side. That's almost a 70% conversion rate in 4v5s on the T side. Now, we do know this map is trending in the T variety, but that is crazy. That is insane.
That's unheard of, unspeakable. 70% of the time, when you lose the opening fight, you're converting.
Yeah, look, it's only over 3 maps. In this matchup, we know it's on the mental side of things here. We already have the anomaly of the 100% opening kill to round conversion, and it's going to go this way. Bit removed, all 5 staying alive, and a very solid round here for Heroic. This boogeyman you spoke of, I think you might still be dreaming, right? This is looking fantastic. We know we're going to see the rifles come out. Possible.
Huh?
I'm sure lots of people would love to go one-on-one in the ring with their sleep paralysis demon. Well, right here in front of the lucid dreaming in Katowice, live from the Spodek.
Electronic
called here, so a bit of a breather for everybody. But it's great to see the Spodek starting to fill out.
Არა, ელექტრონიკის სათვალეები რო უკეთია იგარ. მაგრად მეშლება ძმაო ერთმანეთში.
Navi definitely seem to have besotted the crowd. I've heard Heroic fans. Maybe we will do another litmus test. Are you cheering for Navi? Well, that's about 50%. Right down the middle, maybe. Let me hear you for Heroic. Oh my.
Oh. G2 აწერია იმას შეხედე.
Right down the middle. Love to see it. We love an impartial the counter, and well, the counter continues. 11-6 the scoreline, and Navi have made a decision.
Oh yeah, look, obviously it's the buy, but we knew there were going to be some dramas in that department. MP9 and Auto Shotty for Simple here. A couple of Famouses in for the mix, and the standard foray of utility and banana here as the rally continues from half to half. It's a consistent feature. So many bodies in this banana control from Heroic. This shows intent.
T-smoke, front of sight. Electronic overwatching.
Now, a gap on this, and is it intentional? That's the question. Perfecto wouldn't have been able to see his exact lineup here. So I have to know there is a bit of a chance that they have left a gap. But
Rakadria, Tassis.
Back up.
Just electronic.
He's alone. The time. It could be punished if only Electronic goes down, but look how stubborn he is as he beats on the flash. Impossible. Perfecto pushes, still good for the one. Advantage Na'Vi. The bomb to be planted. Yabi cannot go down.
Jabi
A second ridiculous.
Jabi Jubi შეხედე ბიჭო და სიმპლი არის დარჩენილი.
To make this one happen. He's looking for an upgrade. He's looking for a 1-on-2.
That is not the weapon.
რატო არა
He would desire for a round like this. But a master of his craft can make any weapon work. Tessa's jiggle, damage inflicted. Damn! Simple chips, both of them down low.
აზიხარ ორივე low დატოვა.
You're not wrong.
I think he was hoping some guns would drop mouth of banana, but not the case. All those fights happened over towards pool, and guess what? They lost that opening pick. Electronic got the 2 opening kills here on this exchange, and Heroic still picked this one up. Yabi showing some of that T-side form.
ელიკა მაგარი არის ძალიან, ნახე. სხვა მეტი რა იქნება
Again, these teams knowing just to stifle these rotations. Yabi just pushing forward, taking the fight, getting 2 huge kills, secures the round for Heroic, and they are just 4 away from map number 1 here.
Yeah, Cadian always preaching this philosophy of initiative. He wants his players to be able to take it, call it when they see it.
ნახე რა გიჟებივით დაიკავეს ბიჭო.
Stronger than most.
ვაიმე მეორესაც გაარტყა. თუ არ გაურტყია.
NPL summoned as well. Heroic, this would throw them off kilter. Around Na'Vi had no right to.
It's a lot of pressure here, something that
rotate-ში დაიჭერენ ისინი.
Needs to be careful in this pit position. It is a power play from him. But they're creeping forward, they're taking the fight.
Oh, weapon upgrade.
Electronic-მა დაითრია კალაშა.
Off like this. Perfect. Messing around Electronic. Shatters them. Reminder of the mechanical brilliance we have in the server. Shush. Oof, the same. Quick to the head of Bit and straight down on the straight.
Huge rounds here. And Na'Vi got away with one of those in the first half. Remember round number 2?
Yeah.
The Deagle and a couple of P250s.
ელიკა ხოთზე არის.
Heroic, they run it.
დაალაიქეთ მეგობრებო და არხი გამოიწერეთ ძალიან გთხოვთ რა 90 ადამიანი უყურებს. უკვე ჯიგრები ხართ ვინც შემოხვედით. ამ სტრიმის მერე მივდივართ. თავარ არხზე ისტრიმება case opening-ი და ისა რა ქვია. ეს არხიც კონდეთ გამოწერილი უეჭველი რა, იმიტომ რომ $250 დანის გათამაშებაში ამ არხის გამოწერაც არის აუცილებელი.
Into the buy wars, we've got Heroic who's down on only a Deagle. There is an ult for Cadian, and they're fast again. Or at least they wanted to be. This faster move applies so much more pressure towards the top of this A site, and you can see on the radar top left of the screen the passive stance that Na'Vi now have. They're in the dark. No info banana, hey, we've lost top mid already. At this point, Heroic actually have everything they need on the map and more, and this is very classic here from Heroic coming back to spawn to see any Easter eggs they left behind.
More than
enough for a pretty potent execute over towards this B bomb site, but you have to look at Perfecto.
ნავი მოიგებს.
Stop util of his own.
ავიდეთ 3000 გამომწერზე. ჩვენი რამიდის.
If they do try and send into this, the follow through from Heroic, they have to go with their util. They have
Majori
to
არის
attack
მაის,
this
8 მაის.
Na'Vi still flying blind. Now the confirmation of presence. Looking for blood. It's Electronic, stubborn. Perfecto, good for the defensive frag as well.
We take that bomb every day of the week. Look how deep it is.
Electronic just needs to delay now. The rotate's coming through, but still does manage to find the frag. No rush to plant, but Cadian's working on it. Boost perhaps could catch him off guard if he tries to leave. Spray. Just peeking into the spray.
Oh, რა კარგი ბუსტი არის არა. არა!
Down. Peeks into simple.
აი რა.
These fights. And off the back of that Na'Vi round with scouts and Deags with rifles, they falter.
And they had everything they needed and more. That B defense was great. The util was on point. They traded it in their favor there. Pinned, and speaking of pin, Yabi right now, he might have been exactly where he wants him. Yabi fantastic. Carrying that group stage form, 17 frags.
ძალიან დაძაბული თამაში არის. ოპა. ძალიან ცუდად აქვს საქმე ნავის.
Everything from play Na'Vi in
ძალიან საშინელება არის.
This kid, right, he brought into this team.
გავარდნა იყო ბიჭო ის.
Sorry, Heroic wanted an upgrade. They wanted to bring in some.
აბა ვნახოთ როგორ. არა, მე მეგონა smoke-ში მოკლა.
A player from the Copenhagen Flames and Yabi. We know he can be sharp, but he's had to.
არა და რა boost-ი გააკეთეს ბიჭო, MPL-ი რატო აზღვევდა.
That comes with time. Well, and time apparently his best friend because this event he has been looking phenomenal. This is the last timeout burnt from Na'Vi now. The conversation for Blade, the final chance he will have to give them a breather. But we're deep right now. 13-7 is the score, and I don't envy Na'Vi's task here. The conversation in the buy department not fantastic. There's no hero AWP available unless MPL wants to drop it and go into the
MPL-ი რას ნიშნავს? სახელი არის მოთამაშის.
That'd be one way to be initiated into Na'Vi.
ყვარა.
Some economical hazing.
ყვარა რას ნიშნავს? პირველი ხელია, კი. მაგრამ ნავის პიკი არის.
Success with rounds like this and there are some hefty
ნავის პიკი არის და ეკო არის.
The missed flash in mid right there, just hit the corner of the wall, but no AWP to worry about, so definitely not the end of the world here.
Pistol round-ი აქვს. პისტოლები აქვს.
And that'll do.
CZ,
No one home.
დიგლები და ერთი USP.
Early nade damage, and well, as I say, that's down. Chipped on down.
სხვათა შორის შემიყვარდა აი CZ.
This is all going to come down to the
CZ
gamble.
თამაშობს სულ. Pistol round.
No information off the back of that other than sector clear, but you don't really know what lines on the other side.
NPL-ამდე რო იყო რა უქნესო. კარგად არის.
He will leave it with electronic after all.
წავიდა
A couple of smokes here to try and hold them
გავუშვეს.
at bay if they do want to hit this B bomb site. And as I mentioned, the gamble for Na'Vi is going to be important here. So 4 strong on A
თავიანთ
right
პიკზე
now.
ესე უნდა უჭირდა 9-6 იყო წესით
Another smoke.
პირველი
Nade hit simple. The impact
ნახევარი.
no one was in that corner, and on the retreat, just a little late to the spray. Simple gets away and will re-smoke. So all of those smokes have now been used.
This will be an A hit. Look at them coming up porch side.
Flashes in from every angle. Crossfire's established. First blood imperative.
Vaime.
Into the site. One back from
არა, not bad რა. -2 გააკეთეს ერთი კაცი კიდევ რომ მოკლან იდეალური არის.
14th round looms here in Katowice. On Na'Vi's pick, no less.
As we'll give this one a go here.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Just looking for damage here. Electronic even went all the way to T-spawn to pick up a couple of loose nades. You can see him just chilling out, listening to the radio here. So yeah, they're not actually going to give this one a look in. The armor can be saved. It will make the buy a little bit easier in that next round, sure. Thought these two on this stage would have considered themselves a bit of a crack at a round like this, but no, not to be the case. Denying weapons, doing some housekeeping.
Oh, he's doing him მოკლეს რა. ახე რა ცოტა დარჩა. ვაიმე, ხა ერთი გრენეიდი მანდ, ვაიმე.
Na'Vi with a single round to boast for this.
Slow starters.
Conditional
Same
და
conversation we had over the T-half, and now on the CT side struggling as well.
ტესტი ხო. არ ვიცი სხვათა
One of our
შორის.
friends here, but he will be back in the next round of play. Actually,
That's the beauty of it. Yeah. I wish my friends could respawn.
Okay, well, Na'Vi, see the do or die. A little bit of a block coming in towards Library right there from Bit and Simple. Now, Simple does have out the AWP. Will this be the difference maker here?
I'm not so sure. Na'Vi, typically when cornered, went against the ropes. We'll find another level.
There's two coming.
დღეს კალაშას ვაგდებთ, თუ ეჭველი ვაგდებთ დღეს კალაშას, აი. დაიმახსოვრეთ, კალაშას ვაგდებთ. ფეიდი უჭირავს ამას, გაძვირდეს ოღონდ.
Resistance early.
They're going to hit this site. They're going to surge forward on this. They're going to expect Simple to rotate around.
Instead, he's posted, expecting a follow-up. In the support, you can see a perfect.
ტრაქს დააყენეთ, არსად არ გაპიკოთ. იმენა, დაიცადეთ რა.
Edge of Valk, Simple just taking passing.
ნუ წქმუტაო.
The long position, MPL now in position.
KD just wants to post up and hope they come looking for some info here. Just
აუ, სატარა ნუ მახსენებ.
Now they can creep forward and completely clear out top mid. Now they have to be slightly worried
დღეს
about a banana push, but with
$2000
the number advantage, it would be unexpected of Na'Vi to do that. It's down flashing Shush forward here to clear out close. Broom clear. Logs the same. And now Na'Vi have to worry about both sides of the map again. Sure, they have the number advantage here, but they are in the black box, the darkness. An execute could come to either side, and they will have the number disadvantage.
დაწყნარდები თუ დავაგდებ. უეჭველი ოღონდ.
So then it comes to execution. Shush might be the pointy end
Simple
here off
მახელი
the
დაგვიქნა.
flash. Bit's been waiting. for this
Gomiche,
simple in support as well. Navi to rejig. Bit full flash, shush. He's got right in front of him. And the
Opa, kargi bicheb. Kargi bicheb.
Everyone contributes.
Kargi bicheb. Kargi bicheb. Kargi bicheb.
Good for the
Kargi bichebi. Qvela tsotskhalia. Easy. Daaseiva. Ეხა გაურაშეთ და მოკალით.
Second round found.
All right, well handled it and it was
პირველი
the
მაპი,
MVP as a difference
14
maker
რვა.
there to find that opening pick. Even the double up from Simple
ძალიან
here.
კარგი არის. უნიჭიერესი ხარ
Where's he
Simple.
going to take it next? That conversation will be
ნავი
camp.
ნავი ფანს
Got a
უდრის
couple of choices.
სილვერს.
Hey, let's make a fast move. Let's try and identify where this
Nice.
AWP is and then react on top of that information.
Shit,
But with KATOWICE with an AWP of his own,
ე ბიჭო,
it
იქვი
might not
რითებს
be the
თქვენ
play.
კიდე
It might be
რა.
allow your in-game leader to be set up, looking for some frags. You can see, understood there was no way in, didn't want to give away everything.
კარგი არის, კარგი
A
არის,
couple of
კარგი
Mac
არის.
10s in play here. One for Shush, one for Tessus, but there's head
Best
over
of Sami
on
არის
the other
YouTube.
side of the server. It is just electronic.
პირველი მაპია
Could be
ეს.
felled by the pesky SMG.
მეორე მაპი არის მირაჟი და მესამე არის
Better
ნუკი.
than most, it would be heroic.
ხო და რაღაცა ყველა თამაში ისეთი არის ნავის რო უნდა. ყველა მაპი რო ნავის უნდა ისეთი თამაშია.
Premium down to 59.
And so with the smoke, so using one there to extinguish to try and keep down alive to hold on.
რატომ უნდა დააფარო ზატარა?
He's going to lighten up the executes late here.
ნერვების მოსაშლელია რა ყველაფერი რატო?
Another bucket of utility available here so they can continue to hold them at bay.
რა გიშლის
They want to
ნერვებს
press them back or are they happy to
გააჩნია. თუ
defend from the
ყველაფერი
side? We saw
გიშლის
what happened
ნერვებს.
last time. Electronic and Perfecto
Შენი
tried to play
პრობლემაა
passive. They
ესე.
were overrun. The trade.
ნავის მალი სილვერიო.
Heroic still stole away the round.
ბაზარი.
Now up to 18 frags.
მე მაგრამ ხატო
Top of
მეგეთ
the server
რაღაცები
alongside
მაგარი
Tessus.
არის. იქ დარბაში რეები ხდება ხოლმე იცით?
Sendry pulled out. There is still a smoke that can be thrown on top of that. Electronic obliges. A gap on the left side. Shush investigates. You can see that work with that. Electronic and Perfecto. Will they get overwhelmed? The flash is so perfect. The team flash for Perfecto with two.
აუ არა ის ხელი არ უნდა წააგო.
Gave it a
წააგის
good
უკვე
go.
3-2-ზე fuck you რა. RPL-ს და BT-ს აქ რა უნდა.
Taking that point here, this is huge stuff. And again, it was just a B execute. That
15
conversation
რვა.
is defending passively from the site. Enough here will
Why,
Heroic just trade their way in. And again, they just surge forward and stifle these rotations.
Heroiki.
Simple going to be kicking himself. That tree position caught off guard. Everybody now using that as an avenue. Because if you're going to get executed on the B site,
რამე ისეთი რო დახატო გამოაჩენენ?
which means, hey, that rotation point, it's far away.
It's definitely becoming more and more popular and for very clear reasons. Heroic. Just completely undaunted, it seems, by Navi's setups. I mean, I'm sure they watched a lot of tape, expecting to see this map picked by their adversary, and right now they are thriving. Navi, 2 rounds to boast in their pick here in the semi-finals. The team that has attended the most in the Spodek of all organizations.
აუ პერფექტო რა კარგი არის იმენა და
Against the very team that struggles to beat them.
A bit of frustration there on Perfecto's face, and we spoke about the AWP before for Simple. No money to make this one possible right now.
რა ხდება ფულში?
This is one way to shrug off Navi. Keeping them to single digits would be huge here. They haven't really caused you too many problems. You've watched the demo back.
ძალიან ჩვეულებრივად შეიძლება რომ მოიგონ.
Know how you can fix that for next time, and you still walk away with what could be a 16-8. This one is going to feel real good.
არაფერი არ არის ჯერ დამთავრებული. ელექტრონიკის ბრალია ძალიან ცუდად გაპიკა. მოლოტოვში იწვებოდა და გაპიკა და ორი კაცი მოკლა რა მაგის ბრალი არის.
Crafted by this T side. You can see side by side T and CT on the app side.
Must be so tempting just to go for another B execute here. Give them the uppercut. So we can get away with this whenever the hell we want, and even to get 16. And well, because of that, Navi know they're on high alert. They have to cheat. Towards that B bomb site. It's not strong enough with only 2.
And that's exactly what I think Heroic are trying to exploit.
ელექტრონიკის იწა ხოდა მეშლება ერთმანეთში.
Salami. Stars to defend for Navi.
Freakzoid.
Simple needs a multi-kill right now, and he's got the first. Simple doing damage, a double with the bomb now loose.
Not bad.
Alone, rotate through. Bit may have to do more.
აუ არა, ეს რა ნაბუზვარი არის რა.
Banana push.
მენა ნაბუზრულად რო იყურება უკან.
Uncertainty growing. Sound with a clear. That's the bomb. Bit stabilizes, doesn't get the frag. It's KATOWICE good for it. And the bomb now down. Perfecto forced to clutch to extend play. Known for his abilities In dire situations,
აი მენა ნაბოზვრები არიან მათი დეტექცია. არა უშავს.
Job's not done. Job's not.
მეორე მაპი წინ არის. არა best of 3 არის რა. მოიცა გაყურებინე. ერთით ნოლი.
Coach is he's very intelligent, he's very smart about
ნავის მაპი. ცუდი არის, მაგრამ არა უშავს. კიოთევზები მომიკითხება. აგერ მოკითხული არის. მირაჟია, კი, მირაჟია. ვა, ძალიან გატეხა რა. იმედია მეორე ხელს მოიგებენ რა. იმედია. მირაჟი არის ჰეროიკის პიკი. ინფერნო წააგეს თავიანთ პიკი იყო. არ უნდა წაიგოთ რა. ძალიან კარგი ხელი იყო 14 ქულაზე რო იყო. 14-ით რო იყო რა, ის ხელი არ უნდა წაიგოთ. მაგრამ რავი, არ ვიცი. ანუ აზე არა ვარ. არ ვიცი. მართლა არ ვიცი. ძალიან რთული არის რა, ეხა ის ტიპი NPL. მოდი აბა NPL-ის მინინგი დავსერჩოთ. NPL CSGO player name meaning რას ნიშნავს? აბა ვნახოთ რას ქვია, რას ნიშნავს. ადაო. NPL-ის სახელი და გვარი არის ანდრეი კუხარსკი. სახელი და გვარიდან არ გამომდინარეობს. კვალი გამარჯობა. ტურნირის კლიპს დავდებ ხვალ ალბათ, ხო. ან ხვალ ანზე. 13000 აქვს მოგებული. მოდი ვნახოთ. გაჩვენე თოფში. ბლასტზე მოგება 17000 ჩაიწერა. ბლასტი ზოგი ამანით მოიგო, ზოგი იმან. არ ვიცი. პირველ ადგილზე ეს ნავი მოიგო და იქ ითამაშა, ხო? Stand with Ukraine. Summer Cup. ეს რა არის ბიჭო $800 მოიგო? G2 ხოძეო. კი, G2 უკვე გაიარა ის პერიოდი, რაც ეხა ნავის აქვს და ძალიან ძვირადაც დაუჯდა თავის დროზე მეჟორზე ვერ მოხვდა. ხო და ნავის ესეთი რაღაცეები არ ჭირს. რაც არ უნდა იყოს გადიან და რავი, ერთ-ერთ ფავორიტად განიხილებიან სულ რა. არ ვიცი, ანუ NPL-ის იმას ვერ ხედავ რა ქვია. რაღაც თემებს რა. კეთიან ძალიან მაგარი არის. მიზეზი არ ვიცი რატო, რამდენ ხანში იწყება? მალე დაიწყება რა, 1-2 წუთში. გამარჯობა იკა. ახალაური. როგორ ხართ სასტავი? ხო ხართ მაგრად. რა შეიძლება რომ დავითრიო საჭმელად? ჰანგრიმენის შაურმა? იმედია გახსოვარ, ხო? კვალი მახსოვს, კი, იმიტომ მოგესალმე. არა, მე ყველას ვესალმები, მაგრამ ეს დივატი რატო გააკეთეს? ბიჭო, რავი, არ გაუგდიათ, ეგრე ნუ აღიქვათ, ტიპი რომ გუნდიდან მიდის, არ ნიშნავს რომ აკადემიენ რა. რავი, ალბათ ვერ ჩაჯდა ისე, როგორც უნდა და გუნდის სტრატეგიებს ვერ მოერგო რა რაღაც. თევზი ამოიყვანა და შეწვი. ამას ხა ბანს დავხდე. გაიხარე შენ. თუ კარგია შენ გაიხარე. აუ ბიჭო, არ უქვირითიათ და მე მგონი დღეს ახლა იქვირითებენ რა. იმენა შეხედეთ. იქ ხედავთ როგორ არიან? ხედავ? როგორ არიან, ხედავ? აუ იმენა ახლოდან როგორ გავაკეთო, რომ აბა ამას დავადუბლირებ. დუბლირება გავუკეთოთ. კამერას. ეს მოვაშოროთ. ესეც მოვაშოროთ. აჰა. ეს გავაკეთოთ ასე. ეს აქეთ. კამერა. ახალ კამერას ვერ ვამატებ. მოიცა? კვირითობა დაიწყეს. დაიწყო მე მგონი. ეხა ამაზე სტრაიკი არ დაგვეთხს. ხედავთ? არაფერს არ ყურე. ხდება? აუ რო ხმაურობ არ შეიძლება. გატიშეს ანა შემომისწროინე. აუ 8 წუთში იწყება ისა რა ქვია. ტელეფონი მაქვს დატენილი რომ ვიდეო გადავიღოთ? რავი არის რა. ძალიან ეხახუნებიან ბიჭო. შუქი ჩაუქრე. ვიტირებ ახლა. ხედავთ რას აკეთებს? გამენი ძალით უყურებს. აუ მაგარი გადაობა არის ძმაო. ეს რა არის? კამერის შორჩო იქ რო წავშალი იქაზე. აუ შიქო. ეს რა დებილობა არის ბიჭო, იქ რო წაიშალა, იქაც წაიშალა ყველგან. შემბეთ დავაი. აბა რა, ჩემი ღმერთი ვარ იმენ. წარსულში დაუბრუნდით მეგობრებო, კამერის ჩარჩო აღვადგინე. ოსიმენი რომელია? მამალია ოსიმენი. პაპა ხდები უნდა მოსოვე. ხიზილანაც მექნება ხო? ნავი ჰეროიკი არის და ნავი აგებს და მე როებს პორნოებს უყურებ. კაი, 1 წუთი დაგტოვებ. რა ხდება? როგორ ახართ? რა კარგია, ჯიგრები ხართ იმენა რომ არ გასულხართ სტრიმიდან. იწყება. ვა, მაგრად გატეხა რა, პირველი ხელი რო წააგეს. მაგრამ არა უშავს რა ვქნათ. აბა კლიპს დედალს რა ქვია? დედალის სახელი ვერ მოვიფიქრე რა. ასე რომ თქვენ მითხარით. ხოლმე ეგენი მერე იხოდებიან ბოლოში. ო, თუ წააგეს, კარგად იყავი. ეს მაპი მირაჟი თუ წააგეს, კარგად იყავი, მაგრამ მირაჟი არ უნდა წააგონ არანაირად რა. ნათელა უნდა დავარქვათ? მაგრამ ნათელა შეეფერება, ბიჭო, ანუ შავი თევზი არის და ნათელა იმავეպես იმიტომ დავარქვი, რომ ანათებს. ხო და ვენერა არა. მაფიოზური რამეო რა, აბა მაგალითად. ოსიმენი უნდა დავარქვათ მამალს. ჩორნა ბიჭს უნდა დაარქვა. ბიჭო, ოსიმენი უნდა დავარქვა მამალს და კვარას დედალს ხო არ დავარქვევ. არა და მაგრად გაეხახუნა ძმაო. გიული დაარქვა. ბიჭო, ოსიმენი უნდა დავარქვათ მამალს. და ეხა მითხარით დედალს რა დავარქვათ? თუ შავია ნათელა ძერს კიაო. ოსიმენი და ნათელა? ოსიმენი და ნათელა? კაი აზრია? შავი როა ბიჭო. ბოიცა. ჯეკა. შიგული. ოსიმენი და ნათელა საინტერესო არის. ნამი რა არის? ჯერ ვერ ყრის ბიჭო ქვირითს. აუ რა გადაობა არის? ნემოს სხვა თევზი არის. იწყება თამაში.
Up here or have Na'Vi changed their Mirage setup. We haven't seen them play it so far at IEM Katowice. The last time was the Blast Spring groups.
კამერას გავთიშავ ერთი წუთი, თორე სტრაიკი დაგვედება რა. თან ერთ პატარა ვიდეოს გადავიღებ.
The Overwatch.
Yeah, they want blood early and down to one to lose his head. One Dane dead and retreating.
Perfecto კარგი იყო.
Seem prepared for Cadian's walk up. NPL jumping for the info. There's a lot of players ready to clamp down on any funny business in mid. Yabi's been equipped with that P250.
Rise ნავი პორნოები განახე.
Combined with armor, just the tip of Simple's headband spotted.
ვიდეო უეჭველი დაიდება კაც. Просто ეხა რაღაც კადრები უნდა გადავიღო, ხო ხტები?
One of the maps heroic on their T side, especially once all the nades are in play. Will continue to keep those CTs strung out. Cadian trying his luck on a pistol, just wants to catch the timing.
აი ესე იყოს ცოტა ხანი რა. Pistol round-იც გაიგებს. ნავი მოიგებს ამ maps. დაგასპოილერეთ.
Down a man now. Congregating top mid, Shush is going to throw the connector smoke. So they will try and get up short and split B here with Cadian activating onto Bit and Perfecto here. Trying to block the smoke is simple. Fluffed his lines there. We'll have to respect it.
Still no contact, no clear objective. That's the info on the jiggle. Bit activates. A good shot and a second for good measure. Never mind the third. Bit evaporates the attack on short side, brings them with that aggression.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Na'Vi now with a pistol of their own. Lost both in that first map of play. Cadian had a triple on the USP on their Inferno CT side. Now it's Bit's turn. And we know this guy loves to hit the heads here. No exception.
Oh, and the last bullet for good measure. 3 down, 1 clip of the pistol. Na'Vi start as they mean to go on.
And Heroic are going to force buy in here. They didn't get the plant, so that means no AKs, but pistols are plenty. Tech 9s, and they are pesky on the move. And execute available here. It looks like the up-down smokes towards stairs and jungle. CT available. Mollies to come into play here. Traditionally get one of those over towards bench, maybe one under the balcony.
It's only MP9s on A. No one with a rifle. Were they close call? I think Simple's the closest off in that window position.
They can be happy to play retake here, but if they understand the situation, Heroic, they'll know they need to push in and fight. They can't just sit in the site. Here comes the attack.
Up and over for Electronic. Heroic are in, clearing their corners, that aggression. Trying to take the space. Good nade, good damage. Still no lethality. Tessus towards the default box. Smokes. Got about 10 seconds left on them. Shush realizes
gonna push this.
Take a risk, and the flash is through. Back to turn, and NPL, he will have a go. Lets it go. Yabi needs a second. Down goes Simple, and only one from Bit. A rifle in enemy hands. Electronic down. Tessus with the frag. This is big from Heroic. A triple kill for Yabi, and he's not dead yet. Perhaps Perfecto has more to say. The bomb's still not planted. You can see it's going a long way around. And if he works this out, Tessus ready for it. Yabi and Tessus get a confidence boost up.
And just like map number 1 here. Pistol round goes one way, the follow-up the other. And that was fantastic. I said they know they have to push here. And you could see the second wave of this. We were on board with Shush there. And you can see him running, back turn, flash comes through, they push. He gets nothing for his troubles. But Yabi, fantastic again on these T sides. Just activating here and sending Na'Vi down to financial squalor. They're going to give this one a crack of their own. A couple of 5-7s, few deagles in the mix here, but this is much, much harder now. And they've already gotten away with more than a few light pistol upgrade wins throughout the series thus far. Can they do it again?
A lot of room to stretch their legs. A leisurely jaunt. A hard clear onto Perfecto, and the Deagle sings for the first. He's not dead yet, and the bomb hunts him down. Shush. Nice forward thinking from him. Heroic have done enough to have that mid control.
They're faking B here. They're going to go back towards A with this transition. Util lands on towards that B bomb site. Pretty threatening, but got to get past MPL.
Yeah, MPL on that 5-7. Great first shot into Cadian. Tracked nicely. Can't find and build upon it. And on the rotate, Simple, a dead man walking after that spray.
Yeah, given the murder hole an attempt there. Lucky to be alive, really. 7 points of health. Bit will hang around to make sure he can try and save here. But that's going to be it. The bomb's going to go down. 40 seconds on the clock, and they're going to deal with the force by wars to breaking serve. Good stuff from Heroic. Could have got chaotic there for a moment. They lost that opening kill. The trade came out. You could see how valiant they were fighting for that position. Perfecto, if he was able to get away there, could have spelled trouble. And remember, yet to win this map, Na'Vi, since MPL's been in the roster. That is very troubling. 2 losses over there in the Blast Spring groups.
Lovely restraint from Simple. So threatening. Even with just that pistol and 7 HP, he takes 1 and nearly 2. Down those saves. Heroic have weathered that pesky force buy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of conversations here about this setup on the CT side. Just looking at it, at face value, to me, it just feels like all the pieces are in the wrong places. Sure, you want simple around window and connector, that makes sense. But you've got Perfecto, who we talk about as an anchor playing short. You've got Bit, somebody with great aim, locking down B. You've got Electronic having to tend with A, and maybe this is because, hey, MPL feels more comfortable towards connector, but I would love my mid trio to be Bit, Electronic, and Simple. Have Perfecto locked down A or B, he could do either, and then MPL picks up the slack on whatever is left as the new boy. But this should be 3 rounds right now for Heroic here. This should be a very easy one to waltz past as the smoke plumes and Simple again. That Deagle is deadly.
He's getting warmed up. It's do or die, sink or swim. It tends to be when the greats come online. The level you don't see until that point. Well, you are cornered now. Heroic's pick, and you must win to see those grand finals. Would be wise not to overstep. And from behind, Bit confirms Cadian's flank and loses potency. He's going to get stabs and jabs. All those pistols. He cleans up in the end.
Yeah. He's not in trouble. They're in trouble. Cadian there. 3 different targets, having a pivot. Going to feel good about that one. You can see him real happy with how that went down. Sure, it was only the pistols, but someone's got to get him, and doing it in style. Now the purchases to come out here for Na'Vi. Let's see what they have to offer. We know on Inferno in both halves they were slow starters, struggling to get out of the gates. Us down with 2 through the smoke there, just mopping up any mess that could have started to unravel this tower. Taken out with ease, just pushed over. Simple does get his ult though. And this is a playmaker's dream. This is Mirage. No real fight towards mid whatsoever from Na'Vi here. A big gap for Heroic to waltz through, and it looks like they will do the run boost here just to be diligent. Oh, not on point with that one, but it's not going to cost them anything here. It's a 3-2 split right now. Mid is completely open as the crowd trying to will Na'Vi into action. Connector smoke dropped here. That'll buy them until just under that 1 minute moment. Simple over towards Ticket with the AWP. If they finish towards the B side, he will just be completely caught out of the play, but Rogue still going through their paces, still defaulting here. Connector now to be cleared. Ollie and Spam just to make sure.
And this is where those calls kick in.
Simple won't be able to see anything here.
They deny Simple's vision. The flash first, the smoke second. He cannot support them. Opportunities for Na'Vi. Running short, running thin, and Heroic running in. Electronic receives. Good from Shush. Need a second. It is all Heroic on the feed. Cadian's lights put out by Perfecto. Long range. Shush so low and a hard shot. Simple. Still firing off shots. Still to be feared. On CT. You will not plant with Simple here as he pushes forward. Perfecto still onto Yabi. And Shush with no health has found another. Handed to him. Perfecto, an unfavorable round. No kit around. Doesn't even know how low they are.
This is heard.
Oh, Shush. Oh, okay. Had to hit that one. The element of surprise favors him. A triple kill from Shush, and he's having a game.
Yeah, you can see Simple just completely removed there by that flash smoke combo. I could see it just in the air sailing towards that bench position, and he's playing Ticket. Look at this. Flash comes forward as he tries to take the angle, can't see anything. As his vision's restored, the smoke's plumed. And here he's trying to be as jarring as you like, right? These shots just off the target. He allowed Perfecto from the short position to get a couple of cheeky kills in the back right there, but it wasn't enough. And Heroic with a very decent lead here early. They should be able to add another one on top here. It's an MP9 for Electronic, Deagles for the rest. Not very threatening.
Bit spotted out. Nade good. And look how comfortable they are. Just waltzing through, aware it's only pistols or a light one.
But into the stack.
Yeah, Bit. Oh, so precise on that first with the dig. Damage control as Cadian onto Electronic, but MPL has been set up for success. The bait from Perfecto, will they consider it? Perhaps not. Trigger discipline, only the one from NPL. And Simple's dig, we've seen it. But an AWP versus a pistol. I know which horse I'd back, and so Cadian tucks him in tight as Heroic catapult themselves up with 5 in a row.
And the game's got a bit of quickness to it, right? Mirage is going to allow itself to some of these faster plays through middle. It's 5 on the trot as well. Sure, some of them have, well, I won't say gotten down to the wire, but there have been a few casualties that they've stomached. But Na'Vi need to find some success here, and Simple in both of the gun rounds has had the AWP. This would be the second opportunity for him to ply the trade. But do they want to try and be a bit more aggressive? The Deaths discussed on Inferno, they thought their CT defense was a little bit passive. They gave away a lot of space in a lot of different scenarios here. This is another change. It's down aggressive towards the B site. Going to apply a bit of pressure here. Will be ahead of the Flames. They're going to come. They're going fast.
So quick. Bit begging for backup. It's down already across into the site. A defensive smoke dropped. It's up to Perfecto on that first fight. They both line up. A hard spray. And Bit trapped on the site. Sprayed down low. A Molotov might find him. He's forced forward. Here's the reload. This is pandemonium. Bit finally falls. Smokes will fade. And that bomb's still not down. A very intense 3 versus 3, trying to get an angle over. Simple on the shelves. Cadian on the AWP, and yeah, an easy one, an off-angle profit for Na'Vi. Advantage into the retakes. Down, trying to flip the script. It's NPL, far too aware, and Testus none the wiser, just the one. Well handled.
Simple here, having to think outside the box. Having to go for that boost. Got to get on the defuse. They do have the kit, so not too many worries here, but just trying to scoop up everything they can before the round does come to its conclusion here. But great stuff, right? There's no way you're pre-aiming that angle right there. So Simple gets the back into this one here, and another key fight that happened off-screen was Yabi lurking out of the Palace position over towards A. He had a tussle with Electronic, and Electronic came out on top of that. So that was key, because if Yabi gets that kill, well, Electronic doesn't get an opportunity to be part of this retake, and not only that, there'll be pressure from behind, pressure from the flank. So a key frag off action.
And the team play there was just exquisite. The fact that not only do you get the frag from the boost, he then gives the AWP to Electronic, using that low HP to find that perfect line for the trade.
Lots of pressure applied there as well. You could see it was down ahead of that. They went for the extinguish. They ran in immediately, but Heroic, they lose a round. They take a timeout. They have a conversation. They understand they're still in the driver's seat of this one. Plenty of cash to splash, a lot to buy, a full purchase coming out here into round number 8. What could they be cooking up on the Heroic side of things now? We've already seen them with a bunch of different approaches here. And Tech9 execute on towards the A side. Lots of plays through middle with splits onto either bomb site here and that B hit now. So they've done a little bit of everything. It's the window here from Tessus. This enables them to be faster towards mid if they'd like.
I like that from NPL. Looking for early warning system for any underpass hijinks. Thinks better of sticking around.
So they're going to rinse and repeat here, this time on a bit more of a time delay. So Cadian's AWP being given some room to work. They won't be running through the fire, through the flames. Grey screen for moments.
Bit and Perfecto, he's got some info.
He's seen enough. Nade a bit shy of the mark right there, that's pretty common. Misplaced, not deep enough, not making its way through that doorway. But they've applied pressure and baited out nades. So if that was the key for Heroic in this round, they found success here. MPL has been very brave in mid. We saw him jump out window, now he just continues to jiggle. And that's so much info. It frees up right now this 2-1-2 setup.
Now he gets his first test. Buys time for the squad. T-Smoke denies information of the crawl in connector. Heroic, time-sensitive mission at this point. Perfecto to destabilize, finds himself tucked in on the ladder room. And they're going through, gray screen, not ideal, and oh, wow, Perfecto tags one up, and another on the wide one. Oh, Perfecto! Beautiful! And Bit as well, wrapping it up for Na'Vi and putting a bow on it.
Get out of dodge here. Heroic trying to save, trying to hold on to what they have. That was handled. Heroic going knocking on multiple doors there, but Perfecto, the big bad wolf for that vent room, that was massive stuff from him. Three almost. Yeah, well, may as well call it 3.
It doesn't matter. He won the round off of that double. Everything else was just economical. But yeah, talking of economics, that one going to leave a bit of a sour taste in Heroic's mouth. It looks like Na'Vi have gotten back on the horse.
Look how scary this is, right? Just maneuvers up the ladder, gives himself that elevation. They knew he was on the lower deck because he took that initial spam. So quick thinking right there from Twinkle Toes as Bit here locks down Yabby again. So on these lurks, not finding much success. They're handling Yabby here early.
Yeah, that was so gangster from Perfecto.
If Na'Vi can win this one, they'll force Heroic down to an eco here. So a very important round if they want to try and draw things back to 5-5.
It's definitely a high responsibility position NPL finds himself in. This connector, you know, often you put the seasoned vet in this position, staring at smokes and flashbangs for the majority, but NPL, let's see, a good nade. Knocks the boots off a Stout.
It's just Bit here.
He's alone, and they're all there. They have found the gap, and nothing Perfecto could do. Leap of faith. Straight out of the window and curtains on round 9.
The Sound's already chasing. If they want to try and get away to apartments here, he might catch them. Cadian's found electronics crossing.
They're trapped on triple. Simple, gonna have to fight his way out, but he's not ready for Stout. A quick shot to the body. And Cadian will close, they lose it all. Well recovered.
And big ramifications here. There's not enough money on Electronic and Perfecto to buy, and drops are not possible. That is massive. If they saved those guns, they could have had a full buy yet again. Heroic, cutthroat right there. That is a massive chase from them. You don't see this too often, right? More than happy to allow teams to save, especially quite early in the half. Well, we're at that midway point now, and they catch them trying to scamper away here. This is huge. These kills mean an awful lot. This pushes Na'Vi into a timeout. It's going to be their first so far, a conversation to be had. You've got Bit on the high end, 4.9, or sorry, MPL with 5.3 here, so they could definitely buy something, but it's Electronic and Perfecto who'll be working with very little if they want to purchase, and they just find themselves in a deeper and deeper hole. They're on the CT side here, and defense hasn't looked that strong. Pissed around, couldn't find the conversion. Sure, a couple of follow-ups, but Heroic look to be breaking through yet again, and they will shove all in. So Na'Vi with the full investment here. Bit as an anchor, I think he's going to find himself with a pistol or an SMG. Will have to be a deagle for him. He's going to have to try and lock down B with that. Now, to be fair, the pistols is where Bit has hit some of his best shots in this map so far.
But already, with 6 under the belt, Heroic are certainly looking like a team looking to run all the way to the grand finals. Nothing confirmed on his jiggles.
You know what's crazy? That last round was Heroic's first opening pick of the game.
Jeez.
We're about to get underway with round number 10, so if they find more of those, Na'Vi are in a whole lot more trouble.
Another different flavor. Compromise Na'Vi by. Easy to set a foot wrong, though. And the gap on the smoke, loses Electronic. His toes just sticking out, and that's enough for an opening.
Yeah, make that 2. Doubling up here, Heroic. And with all this util and time now starting to slink on down and execute, but it looks like they want a waterfall. This is risky considering how much util they have.
Yeah, and Simple, no slouch.
He can ruin the party.
He certainly could. Simple, Sasha, Kosteliev awakens with the double on Palace. The bomb spotted, it's information aplenty. Whoa, Yabby playing a dangerous game with the bottle of flame and the jiggle. Gets it down, Bit in trouble as well. Tessa's spotted out in mid. And dips in time. Time extended by the bomb. Oh, Chad, it's so awkward, the conversation being had right now. You don't have a kit. Heroic are not going to give it to you. You have to take it by force. Perhaps send in that low HP dig. Get a steaming headshot out of Bit and we can have a conversation. Na'Vi are starting that conversation. Yabby onto Bit. Up and over. Perfecto. Good for it. NPL as well. Time though. None of it. Perfecto just trying to hunt them down and maintain his rifle. Tessus has the round and Heroic will ascend to 7.
Oof, that one there for a moment. The retake was on. We don't see too many of those in modern-day Counter-Strike. A good attempt there from Na'Vi, but really the kit not really in play right there. I'm not sure how they thought they were going to get back into that. If Simple gets the triple, that's the round. But you're asking so much of even the GOAT here. And this is a crazy approach from Heroic. I know they like to do things a little bit outside of the box, but with so much util to send 3 players through the Palace position, almost to their demise. Fortunate to walk away with this. Perfecto on the elevation, MPL through the box, and Tessus immediately knows he has the molly, understands the time situation, drops that. Will secure it here at 7 as they're just going to run on down into A. It's MPL. You better run, you better hide. The first eagle shot is good, but that is a second.
Nuts! Illegal, improbable, NPL, now built upon by Electronic. He's surely a dead man, cooked, roasted. Things are about to get a little weird. Bomb is under CT control, and a 2-on-2 with so much time. Some of Counter-Strike's greatest minds now to work this one out. Oh, Perfecto.
Oh, he just went looking for a little bit of information. That's all he wanted.
And all he gets is an AWP bullet straight to the grill.
Oh, now it's Bit's turn. A 1-on-2 situation here. MPL handed him something with a deagle to start this round. Now it's Bit's turn to close this. This was one saved M4 and a couple of upgrades.
And they're using all the time that's given to them. All the time they need. 3 from Cadian on this AWP. Bit's so uncertain. And now, surprised, 1 shot to the head is what he needs. Yabi will close, extends Heroic's lead as they edge ever closer to a grand final.
Oh, they're running over them right now. They're running over them, and this is going to feel great for Heroic. We know the history, we know the head-to-head, we know how Heroic have suffered, but this is a new team. This right now is a Heroic who know what it feels to lift a trophy. This is a Heroic who wants to feel that again. And the fact MPL gets 2 here, this is fantastic work. I thought he was dead to rights. They were running this young gun down. Left on the A side all alone, so you got to give him his props. But Perfecto sat down by Cadian's AWP. And this half, it's going to have a bit of a sinking feeling here for Na'Vi. What can they do? How can they battle their way out of this? You need the superstars to step up. Simple with 6 kills. Electronic with only 4. Perfecto's at the top of the scoreboard here with 9. Take another timeout, have another conversation, but they're only words. You see some action in the server right now. Simple's AWP out yet again. Diffuse kits, no. And Heroic, they don't have any issues getting into these bomb sites.
Yeah, and every single round, they keep it dynamic. Simple, I love that. Fast move. Strafes his way onto short for a fast line towards the mid-cross.
He's relatively isolated here as well on this B site. There can be help from short, but he should be smoked off here.
Bit's going to be trying to get that info as safely as he can. Knows Cadian likely posted, and here it comes. Bit to defend. Cuts down. Simple hits his first, but still no one down in the grave. They're coming into the site. Simple hits the no-scope onto Yabi, and they are looking for that trade. It's just good for it, back and forth. Bit with 2. Na'Vi's B defense. Strong. Can Tessus disrupt? Perfecto. Executed straight to the side of the ear, and NPL on the jiggle. Bit his next challenge. Tessus. Oh man, 1 versus 2. And Electronic steps in. NPL to close. In a different universe. That would have been breathtaking.
That's insane that MPL pushed out the doorway there and played with the pin. That's not reserved at all. He was throwing himself into that fight. Oh, all right.
Huh?
This one's getting close and Simple. This is massive from him, right? He understands the situation. If I don't push through and help out, Bit is screwed. He is isolated. The fact he gets 1, you see Shush has to push down and deal with it. That's a fantastic shot, and it is only 1. But that's Simple knowing that if he can just assist however he can, there is a chance. A chance now again for Na'Vi. Sure, they're looking a little bit broken here. No AWP this time round. Money not great. They need consecutive rounds here. Multi-kills, feel few and far between. Heroic have them in that fashion. 14 over the course of these 12 rounds in favor of Heroic, only 8 for Na'Vi. And on the CT side, when your sights are being hit time and time again, you need to step up and give an offering just like Bit did. They're trying again, really.
It will get a deeper smoke this time.
გადავუღე, ვუღებდი ამდენი ხანი.
Reaction and that sends them packing.
რა დროს ნავი და ჰეროიკი არის, ბიჭო.
The round just petered out. They tried to make it towards middle. There just wasn't enough time for it. Navi stole the round away, but
ახალი სიცოცხლე იბადება, ხوار მიღადავებით. რა დროს ნავი და ჰეროიკი.
Got two smokes, two mollies. Oh, and this one's missed.
მოგიგენიათ ახალი ვიდეო გამოცხება სულ მალე.
What could that mean?
Yeah, you can see.
ცოტა ხანი გავეთიშები, იმიტომ რომ ვიდეოებს ვიღებ რა. ხო? Okay.
All overthinking done.
აპატიეთ, ჩატში ვინმე თუ იკითხავს იცოდეთ. ჩუმა.
SS off the
არავის
flash
არ
will take
უთხრა.
space.
ვიდეო დაიდება თევზების არხზე მალე.
30 seconds now.
ხო არ გადავ.
Navi, they've been having lots of openings. This one will destabilize Heroic. 25 seconds, they're nowhere near default. They are not planting anytime soon. And pushing is Tessa. Simple flashed off. A team flash no less. And an opening kill for Heroic now. The site should be available. Anyone trying to contest? It's down. And Perfecto too. Tessa's forward. Heroic really are rubbing salt into the wound now. Navi need a hero. And it's not Bit. Tessa's confirms that. They are hemorrhaging as the rounds keep on coming. Taking it in turns for the multi-kills.
And there he is. They're going to hunt this. They're going to chase him down. MPL needs to hold on to this rifle.
Screwed.
Everybody's coming.
Charge him down. 9 rounds.
Yeah, they've really got them by the throat here because this is so late round, right? You think about most of the stuff we've seen from Heroic has been pretty early to mid-round. This is late round and then the push, right? You're expecting them to take the site. That's what we're expecting Heroic to do. And there's 20 seconds left on the clock. This second move, smoke lands towards Connector. They'd already used the molly. They push forward, they flash, they fight, they get the frag, and they make Simple look like that.
It's mad, isn't it? Heroic. We talked about this boogeyman, a team they rarely beat, 10%. It's just not enough, and now they find themselves locking horns in a semi-final and making Navi, making Simple look mortal.
Double digits. You feel like it's a certainty right now. It's these pistols just again. Sure, they've looked good on. They've hit a couple nice shots. You can say that about more than a few names in this Navi roster, but 9-4. Navi would bite your hand off if they could just get to 6 rounds here, and they're going to need some impact. This vent room has been a problem. Perfecto's played it well, but this time it's Electronic up there. Don't worry about him. Tessa's with 2. Make it 3.
Oh, there's more. Behind the bench and from behind another for Electronic. He's stepping up, and Yabi puts him down. A valiant attempt, but Yabi, he's not bothered. He's not fussed. They seem so calm up there. We are watching these boys turn to men over the course of these last 2 years.
There's a conversation right now. We came into 2023. Who's the best team in the world? Anybody's guess. Quite truly, anybody's guess. But there are 2 names that have made that conversation a whole lot clearer for everybody watching. G2 and Heroic. They're the top dogs right now, and well, if we could get them in a grand final, I'm sure Liquid have something to say about that a little bit later today. And Navi not done just yet. But those 2 names locking horns in a best of 5. That might settle the debate.
Simple's trying to interrupt the debate. Aggression towards that Palace position, lets it slip, and now a barrage of Molotovs, flashbangs, bullets, and Danes sweeping into the site. Simple will take one down, needs another, lets it go. Tessus will punish. Again, it's his name in the feed. Up to 16. Oh, just up and over, and look at the boys go.
They're not even planning, they're just pushing a fight.
They want to fight, and that could be the death of them. They nearly go down. Cadian as well falls. Perfecto handed a winnable final round of play. Not going to be easy. Certainly not going to be impossible. The kit in front of him. More time to play with. Shush, holding his nerve. Waiting for that sound cue. Perfecto needs a clean headshot, but back exposed, up to 11. Heroic demonstrating you can do a lot with timing and a lot of violence. Navi are on the ropes, they're battered and bloody. Is there anything that can save them?
მაგარი კლაჩები გააკეთა? მოიცა ხა რეკლამებს არ გაჩვენებთ. აუ ტერორისტებიდან 11-4 ძალიან ბევრი არის. 2 წუთში დაიწყება. მიყურეთ რა. აუ სტაბილიზატორი და ის არ მაქვს და საშინელება არის. ხელი დამეღალა ძალიან. თევზები ქვირითობენ ბიჭო. და წესი ამ თამაშის მერე წესიერად გადავიღებ. თუ მალე დამთავრდა და წააგო ნავი. ვა, აიხსნა ბანი ამ აკაუნტს. არც ედო სტრიმები ისედაც შემეძლო. სტრაიკი ქონდა. სტრაიკი მოიხსნება მალე. არხი გამოიწერეთ, ვისაც არ გქონთ გამოწერილი, ოკეი? და ბიჭო, რაღაცა csgo უნდაძე მექნება მალე წესით ის რა ქვია. რაღაც სიახლე. Nol ერთი, nol ორი, nol სამი, nol ორი, nol ცხრა, ვინერ. What the fuck? Magari rame gamiketes. Hatao. Ramakari rame gamichites. Makari rame gamichites. Oh. Aba, წავიდა, გავაგრძელეთ.
Hypes his player up, gives him the gas, lets him know that they now are just 4 rounds away, and this pistol round victory puts them ever closer.
Oh, ესეც მოიგ, პისტოლ რაუნდიც მოიგეს, ბიჭო.
Massive stuff and smiles on the faces.
როგორ
they have slayed their demons here today.
It's a process. And if all the players buy in, you start seeing them all firing. Tessus having a great game here in the semis.
Second round AWP from KATOWICE here.
Yeah, he's feeling himself. Could be caught out. Oh, Soken Electronic. He does dip round the corner. Confirms an AK mid. Confirms the purchase.
არა, საოცრება იქნება ეს რო დააქამბეკონ. ბიჭო, თევზები ქვირითობენ რა. რაღაცა კადრები გადავიღე. ხო და პლუს
beast from a region.
csgo უნდაძე რაღაცა მაგარი თემა გამიჩითეს. ჯერ ვერ გეტყვით.
Oh! Just on the jumps down loses it.
2-3-ზე. არა რა.
with 3 Na'Vi members separated.
ეს ხელი უნდა თუ ეჭველი რა.
Simple, of course, with the frag on ramp, that will be communicated. Bit. One scorching headshot can seal the deal here, and could be bad info, no info on the reposition. I love this, though. They've got Tessus to be the canary in the coal mine on B. It will mean, though, a whole lot riding on the AWP.
They're actually going to wait here for Bit to join the party before they start making their way, which has allowed this Tessus push to, well, not activate yet, but he's going to be ever closer. Cadian will spot them on the cross here. The molly shouldn't be deep enough to thrust him too far back. I tell a lie. He creates a gap, a big gap.
Info არის, მაგრამ
Jump and hope.
Tessus flank.
Cadian.
აცილა.
Across.
They're not
As you
looking.
said, the back's surely and firmly distracted. He needs the multi.
Ой, მე რა ხდება?
Gets them both down.
აუ, კაი რა.
What is the rookie to do? Cadian closes. Tessus and Cadian.
დედას
Against all
შევეც.
odds.
That one on a knife.
კი
save right
10
there.
იქნება სტრიპი.
Try this one on for size. The stats
თუ
don't
რა
lie.
ბოზური
In this series
მოვლა
so far,
იყო
opening
ეს რა
kills.
იყო?
Heroic have not lost a round the entire series when they have found the opening frag. And again, this one kicked off with Cadian's AWP and was saved by this flank from Tessus. They did it together. They split up, divide and conquer. But it was a team decision there, and this is looking good. The bomb goes down again, and yeah, this sinking feeling here. What a Na'Vi meant to do. I don't think they can back into this.
აი, NPL როგორ არ უყურებს
Another
რამპს.
AK, get another
Rato
hard buy, sure,
prosta.
try and stay threatening. That was a great opportunity. Not accounting for that flank, not accounting for Heroic to be ahead of the play.
This is something we have grown familiar with in Counter-Strike. The greats start being introduced into that feeling of helplessness.
Look at this, they're pushing B. And they're coming their way.
Abby's bringing aggression. NPL already tested. Simple to support with a great headshot, and now they can run him down.
კედიანსაც კარგად
He
ატკინეს.
does leg simple might.
აი, მიდი საოცრება გააკეთეთ რა.
He will backing away Tessus.
ჯეთუ მაგარ ფორმაში არის, მიაღწიეს იმას. იმ ჯოჯოხეთში სადაც იყვნენ და იმ ქვესკნელში სადაც იყვნენ რომ იმ სირცხვილში სადაც იყვნენ რომ ნიკო და მანეზით და იმ შემადგენლობით სადაც იყვნენ ნო ამოვიდნენ და ამოდიან ძალიან ბევრი უნდა გააკეთონ მეჟორზე რო გუნდი ვერ გავა მე მგონი ყველაფერი არის ნათქვამი და ეხა ნახოთ რა სიზავი
But Na'Vi not going to full commit this.
ძალიან ცუდ დღეში იყო
The bomb is still down towards B. They're hoping to draw the rotation. Simple and Electronic need to get
ეხა ვერაფერს ვერ იტყვი
to
ჯერ
be able to force
ამ ტურნირის ფავორიტები არიან
or at least rotate. They've just parked.
ნავის მოუგეს 2-0.
They're not going to use him to sell this.
ჯითუ ერთ-ერთი ჩემი საყვარელი გუნდი არის.
See Tessus' reaction to the utility. Flashes are there. NPL down, and Tessus repositions.
They know it's not B.
Hoping to catch this window, though. Look at this window of opportunities. Down
He's going to hear the
as well.
footsteps.
He'll know about
Look,
it.
I know.
He needs to commit to the site. The gap is closing. His opportunity to leave this Palace position as Shush rounds this corner he's in. Safe. Electronic up and down. Simple meets Tessus on the AK. 10 seconds. The bomb will be planted.
ვაიმე შეიძლება ბიჭო კამბექი
Kicking and screaming. Na'Vi making a round out of
კიდე იგივე აუ ეს ბოზიშვილი იმენა რამპიდან როგორ ადგება როჭულად
The flank on the flank. Cadian's gone around the world as well. Stown can activate. He can play ahead of this. He can look for the fight now because Cadian's coming.
They don't know. Bomb ticking ever favor of Na'Vi. Perfecto towards the CT. No info for Stown, and it's back down. Only Cadian now in a one-on-one.
Doesn't have a kit. He's not going to have time here. Cadian might just have to get out of dodge. He's picked one up, but he can't go for this here. You'd be given over the AW.
საგოლ
Na'Vi still have something to say here.
ბოზურად ნუ ეთამაშებით ბიჭო რამპის ფუში
But not enough for Heroic to secure back-to-back.
And who else but Mr. Impact himself, Electronic, when they needed him, finds 3. Whole lot more of that required, though, here on the T side.
They're having to work hard for these rounds. You're bang on there. These aren't coming to them easy. And Heroic with these games, right? The fact that Cadian goes around the world, you'd never expect that type of a play. And he almost pulls it off as well. This flank, we saw Tessus to great success. Down doesn't get the lineup in the same way. And Electronic locks them down. Cops a bullet for his trouble here, but...
That's an opening.
Could have gone either way as well.
Bit of a coin toss, but for Na'Vi, it gives them everything they desired for round 19. Not only a feeble, heroic buy, saved all, sure.
Oh, ერთი 100 ქვირითი დადეს უკვე რა. და ჯერ არ აჩერებენ.
Trying to tip the scales.
They're pushing this.
Is heroic a regress that Bid anticipates and prepares for? They have to stay forward in order to facilitate. And Cadian, good for the first.
Cadiani იმენა გიჟი. აუ, არა გთხოვ რა.
Shaking it all about, he doesn't know. One beat, Esses will say.
ერთი AWP არის იქით, გალილი. გალილი კი არა, ხო, რა ქვია. ამას რა ქვია?
Again, they're going to hear these steps. Again.
Famasi. Da iaraghi aigho.
Look at the rotation, look at the info. He's heard the steps going towards A here. That rotation straight back over
Ყველაფრის
every
info
little blue dot. Gravitating towards this A side of the map here.
Darxeulია.
Build upon what the AWP will find.
ნახე, ეს აი არასწორები შეხედე. იმენა. არაკაცულად თამაში. კარგი ხარ, პერფექტო, კედიანი. კარგია. კედიანი შებრაწეს. ამას შეხედე, აი მას შეხედე.
Unless Yabi with the element of surprise gets the first electronic down.
მესამე რაუნდია ზეტიზე. აი, პროსტა ბოზობა თუ არ არის ეს ძმო, აი პროსტა უნდა მოსავყო ჯაბიჯუბის დედა შევეც.
You never get a moment to breathe with heroic. It's the opposite of the outsiders who give you so much space, enough rope to hang yourself. Every moment, heroic are tightening that noose, constantly squeezing you, reading the play, reacting to any piece of information that comes their way.
Now, surely a moment's respite.
Yeah, and this here should be the easiest so far for Na'Vi. Only really the Deagle Acadian to worry about here, but stacking the side directly yet again.
Strategiულად თამაშობენ იდეალურად.
Acadian low now as well. They've spotted
ჰეროიკი, ანუ 3 რაუნდია იგებს ნავი. თუ არ ვწდები, ხო? ნუ რა მნიშვნელობა აქვს იგებს თუ არა. 3 რაუნდია ისეთ რაღაცას უკეთებენ. ამას შეხედე ბიჭო, ეკო აქვთ და ნახე რა დღეში აგდებენ. საღოლ ძმაო, მე მეტი რა ვთქვა, არ ვიცი. აი, ნახე, იმენა პერფექტო გააუფლიანეს. ოპ, კარგი ხარ? კარგი.
All right. Conversation still to be had here.
სურამ 3 ხელი ზედიზედ რამპიდან დაადგა.
And that's the factor here that I think
is 2 ხელი გამოვიდა, 1 ვერა მე მგონი.
It feels like they should be able to close from this type of a scoreline. So how many more opportunities will heroic squander here? This is a very, very curious call.
Comeback-ი არ
with the buy.
მე გთხოვ რა, ანუ არ შეიძლება რა. G2 ნავი გვაჩვენეთ რა ფინალში რა.
Not a bad weapon to anchor A.
ნახი გაქვს როგორ დამთავრდა.
But if you're Na'Vi, you are more than likely expecting the buy here. So a default spread out the gates.
არხი გამოიწერეთ და დაალაიქეთ სტრიმი რა. რამდენი ლაიქია? 152. არხი გამოიწერეთ უეჭველი რა, გთხოვთ. თევზები ქვირითებონ ბოლო-ბოლო. მაიონეზა სიმპლი ვინახოთ რა. კედიანი მაიონეზა არავის არ გაინტერესებს რა.
There's a couple ways this one goes.
KDS მოეგო იმასთან რა ქვია. James-თან მოეგო რა, major.
That's when these pistols, it really doesn't matter too much as long as they're in the right position. Heroic.
Finally.
The day here for Na'Vi as the crowd trying to will them into a bit of a comeback here.
სამი თამაში ხო და რა ვიცი აბა.
Doesn't look like the clock is going to be a problem. They're already making it.
ყველაფერი შეიძლება მოხდეს. ამას შეხედეთ ბიჭო.
Took 2 down. With the M4,
burning.
Limited weapons, but alive and kicking. Flank is coming. Simple got the bomb. He needs to do a whole lot more than plant. Given some freedom now on the AK, and that's the.
Კიდე დაადგათ ძმო. Perfecto.
Looking to come in clutch. A 3-man entry clears up the mess. They need this round. They need this plant. Still, they're pestering, poking, prodding, and heroic.
კიდე იგივე მოხდა ღმერთო რა უბედურება აუ კაი რა
just consistently throughout this entire second half of play.
კაი
Someone has
რა
always been coming in for the backstab for Heroic.
დავай თეონზებს გადავუღოთ
He knows that he needs to make the fight exactly what
სტრიმი
he's
დაალაიქეთ
doing right now, but in the kill feed, take a look. Tassus onto Simple, that is key. That is pivotal in this round.
Different round if Simple's alive after Perfecto walks in.
It's just so annoying because you're worried about Connector, you're worried about Jungle, CT Spawn. You're not always worried about the flank. It's just been persistent here from Heroic. It's been a difference maker in some key rounds right now, and that's 14 in a round where, as I mentioned, it was just a half investment. The only rifle they had was Stown, who shoved all in, and he made profit on that rifle. 2 kills to set Heroic up and to send them home right now. Heroic's by much stronger. And there's Mac 10 and Galil for Perfecto and MPL. Everybody on Na'Vi. Have to hope that they can get the most out of this simple orb. It was donated from Perfecto here. So Galil for his troubles. That one doesn't feel nice.
So they dig their claws in deep.
It's one way to try and draw this level. Fake on towards A here, bait out all that reactive utility. It's even forced the rotation of Heroic, who aren't even playing the B bomb side. Nobody B.
They know. Stown does too. Electronic loves to play this duel. Stown beats him in the head-to-head. Forced to watch now as his bodies are dropping. Na'Vi collapsing. 15, 2 frags away. It is simple, it's bit. Always a little harder to hit. Up and over. Oh, Simple does not get a second chance.
This gets worse, it's just Bit here. 1900 loss bonus next round. There is nothing for Na'Vi, nothing at all. And Bit is left in a 1-on-5 situation.
Absolutely Cadian booked, needs a second and 15 secure.
That has to be it. That has to be it right now. Heroic have done more than enough. That was the final test that they had to pass right here. The final timeout for Na'Vi called. There is no money left over for anything potent. It'll have to be with pistols. It'll have to be fast. It'll have to be in your face. They have nothing. They have been outclassed here today by Heroic.
And don't forget, this is the final team that's given Heroic troubles. Even on the meteoric rise, it was always Na'Vi that would take them down a peg. And now, in the last 6 months, Grand Finals becoming somewhat of a commonplace. Over in Rio.
The leader
over in
here.
Copenhagen.
Stepping up big time. Cadian, a big part of this new Heroic is this man right here. It's not just the fire in the belly. It's not just the words out the mouth. It's the impact in the server.
Does it all.
21 kills for him. His turnaround on the AWP is why Heroic are a conversation in top-tier Counter-Strike.
No better opportunity to secure the Grand Finals than right here, right now. Na'Vi with a cobble together, smattering of sidearms and utility. Heroic to find their first Grand Final walkout in the Spodek.
არა სასტავი არ იმსახურებენ ესენი ფინალში გასვლას რა
A nice maneuver through the window using NPL though on that B lurk does open
ნახე რა თემა
for a rotation.
ძალიან რთული არის რა ორი თამაში აქვს მეგონი რა თამაშები ერთად
Not ready. Knife out, down, weapon found. Now Electronic threatening. As is Perfecto. Oh, okay. Na'Vi are not done. Refusing to quit. And this opportunity sails right on by Heroic. Yabi alone, known on short. And absolutely no rush, no frag from Simple. Nothing to worry about, right? Says Na'Vi. Perfecto is low. And unknown. He's got the bomb visible, bit spotted. He's piecing it together. He knows where they all are. He's got the info. Yabi, double peeked and eliminated. Na'Vi hold the line with nothing.
You just reflect on some of the rounds.
ხო და რას ვამბობდი ყველაფერს მიუხედავად ანუ არ არიან ღირსები რა ალბათ იმიტომ რომ
They're able to keep themselves in it. This one is going to feel good. And
Zartuli არის, ნახე, ტაქტიკებში უჭირთ რა, იმიტომ რომ ჩათვალე რომ ახალი ტიპი ყავს რა გუნდში. ეგ რამხელა რაღაცას ნიშნავს, იცით?
Three scopes, 2 orbs and a scout. Excuse me, heroic.
Going off from the beaten path.
სამი სკოუპი აქვს ბიჭო მართლა? ორი AWP.
You don't expect this.
No way.
Double orb, maybe.
But look at the setup as well. It's so unorthodox.
I think the fact that you're even hearing a scout makes
ეს თუ ამოქაჩეს მაშინ ხელები ამიწევია, მაგრამ შანსი არა.
The fact that they're so far forward, look at all this room. Look at all this space. Electronic doesn't know what lies on just the other side.
Second guess is the flash. He just walks in. He's going to be so mad as he has to watch now as this round is no longer in his hands.
But if they move in towards A, Stound's waiting with the secondary AWP. They think there's a gap. They think there's some space.
Oh, bit booked. The scout no less, and now the Orb has a chance. Orb CT. Yabi over the stairs. Shus goes wide. Perfecto for impact. It's NPL though with a multi-kill. Sprays down 2, and that'll it. Heroic. Get that boogeyman off their back. Na'Vi.
აბა კარგად სასტავი 10 საათზე გელოდებით სტრიმზე.